What's going on? What's up? So in this video, I'm going to show you how I would do picks using OddsJam and PrizePicks. So now what I'm looking at right here, so we have Josh right here. You're going to see that under. So anything in the green has a good percentage of hitting. And what I'm looking for is a little bit of value. Okay, that's the first thing I'm looking for. Okay, and then next I'm looking to see how high or favorite the bookie they have them. So for example, 22.5, that's the prize pick line. And then if I come over here to DraftKings, they have it at 19.6. So it's almost a 2.9 value right there, right? So most likely, so if this is 144 at 19.6, this is probably definitely over minus 150 now. So we have a little bit of value. So, that's basically a better chance of hitting. So what I would do is, this is a perfect one I would take. So fantasy score, PrizePicks under 22.5. Come over here, you're going to see that 22.5. And then come back over here. Another one was Kawhi Leonard under 43. Now, same thing here. This is a little bit higher. So at 39.7, it's minus 148, right? And it's looking at DraftKings right here. And if I'm looking at DraftKings, FanDuel, Pinnacle, those three seem to be my favorite when I'm taking a bet and I'm looking at them. And then BetMGM is okay. And then Caesars. I'll look at those next. But my top three are Pinnacle, DraftKings, and FanDuel. Okay. If I see them, and so we have some value. This right here, for example, again, 43 bet line, and then 148. So most likely this is definitely over, like maybe minus 160, minus 150. You'll be surprised by a little bit of point movement, how high the odds will increase. Okay, so we'll definitely take Kawhi Leonard. Come down, got him at less. Now, coming down a little bit more, you're going to see, same thing over here. Now, this is going to be a little bit, you see this right here, minus 130. I like this right here. We have it at minus 148, minus 144. All right, this is good, but it's not as, it's not a good of a pick as these two right here. Okay, we have a little bit of value, but not too much as these compared to these two, right? Because it's like another level. If you think about it, 130, minus 130, minus 148. Like we're talking like these are they have a better percentage of hitting than just this one, right? Okay. So, but also too, it's not saying that this one's not going to hit. You'll be surprised sometimes. Okay. But we still have some value here. Okay, now this is going to depend up to you. Like if you're okay with the two-man pick, all right. If you're okay with that two-man pick, you can take it. Now, if you want to increase it, if you want to go ahead and take that, you can go ahead and take that. Remember the odds. So we're here flex. We have it right here too. PrizePicks 6-man flex. I like to kind of keep it between. I test that a little bit of both, but I like that 5 marker, right? Because it gives you a little bit less. Gives you, instead of picking 6, you pick 5, right? And it's kind of, you just focus on the 5. Like picking 2 is good. But then if you a little bit picking 5, it's like, okay, are all these going to hit? So it's a little bit more, it's a bigger chance of you missing one, right? Because you're picking more than one. But with PrizePicks, right? You come over here to PrizePicks, they have like the insurance. So let's go ahead and let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So go ahead and pick 5. So Mike Connolly, okay, come over here, basketball. Take him, fantasy score. Less, right? So we have him at less 24. So we have a little bit of value. 22. DraftKings has him at that. PrizePicks has him at that. Right. Now, over here too as well, Angel Reese. Points, 19.5. Have a little bit, tiny bit of value, right? Minus 14. That right there, it's also too, it's in the green. So this one right here, let's go ahead and take that one. And we have to move fast because look at this is another thing too. You can see that little 0.5 of a difference. The line just moved right now. Okay, so it's eating in on our value. You know what I mean? So it's eating in at our value. Where's our women's basketball? Less than. Okay, that's starting in 32 minutes. All right, now we have a 4-man pick. Let's come back over here. So Jalen Slugs. I'm liking this one. I'm just looking at right here, see if DraftKings or FanDuel right here, and then you can see still we have a good percentage of this hitting too as well. Remember, they take in consideration of the odds for each one. This one, and then it kind of just gives you a percentage of everything, but of each bookie, and then filtering in the OddsJam odds. So let's go ahead and take, I like Jalen Slugs right here because it's the bookies are favorite right here, minus 126 compared to all the other ones, right? Which is pretty cool. So I'll just take Jalen Slugs right there. Back over here, Jalen Slug. I'll take it less than. We got Jalen Slugs right here. So just, so here's the whole thing. So now remember with the flex pick, so it's a 5-man flex pick. So if we hit 5 correct, we get 20. If you bet 20, we win 200. Hit 4, 2x, whatever that is. So that's 40. And then whatever point. You can see the breakdown right here. Okay, so you hit 3, you know, so it's like basically you hit 5, you get, obviously you get the full payout, and then 4, you hit double that. Okay, you get double that payout. So almost, I think it would be 40, right? So if it's 20, it'd be 40, and then so on and so forth. And then obviously you get 3 correct. Yeah. So you get it'll be like a point, so 0.4, so of whatever that is. Okay, so you get the idea. But the goal is to understand what's going on in here when you're looking at these bookies. I may even come in here and mess with a little bit more, because it's at this right here. The value's there. I may change her out, and this maybe just go with Jalen right here. Okay, because 32, 19, you can see that the difference, right? It's about 5, like 114, 119. So there's a little bit of a difference right there. So that can make all the difference in you winning your bet, right? Because sometimes you'll lose by a 0.5, okay, at the end. But I think this, like, for example, this has a little bit of value on top of that. So it's a little bit more increase. This one does have a little bit of value, but not as much value as this one. Okay, so there's some stuff that I would have to look at, but if I wanted to, you can just switch this one around too, just kind of, you know, so that way you can get a little bit more value, and right, and the bookies are favored over here more compared to something like this. Okay, so at the end of the day, yeah, you're just understanding what the bookies are sharing, or the numbers are being shown to you, and then you just make your decision off of that. But like I said, with the bookies, the higher the odds are on their end, like the more favored they are on their end, the better chance of you hitting. And obviously it's a bet at the end of the day. It's not always going to work like that. For the most part, it's good to kind of just go by that and, you know, kind of see your results. Now, if you're into 2-man picks only, look at this 2 right here. I would just take these 2 right here. Okay, if you only want to do a 2-man pick, that would be a perfect one right there. Okay, so there it is. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm going over a lot of PrizePicks, Underdog, just starting doing some chalkboard and getting into all these other parlay fantasy picks, and then also doing a lot of single bets too. I do a lot of pretty much single bets every single day, and I've been at it kind of betting every single day for like the last 4 months. So I'm going pretty good at it, and just, you know, sharing knowledge of what I've learned over the last 4 months of doing it consistently every single day. So if you have any questions, please let me know down below. Thank you for watching.